Indiana has already moved into the championship game. Which of these three teams moves on? We'll find out in just a little bit. But right now, we're going to pause and meet the coaches and people who spend so much time with these kids in and out of school. We start with Mars and find out about a special gentleman who's here with them.
This is Mr. Babka. He teaches sociology and world history at Mars, and this is his first year coaching the team, and we'd like to thank all of the teachers and administrators at Mars that have supported us all along the way.
Now, when you think about sociology, I don't think that's a class that maybe gets taught a whole lot in high school, or maybe it's one section of it. What are you doing at Mars? How much are you doing with sociology at Mars High School?
Well, we do a lot. I mean, we try to talk about all the various social problems, all the current events, and we make lots of connections to anything sociological.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for being here and for teaching. We appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. Let's move over to Shady Side Academy right now and find out who's come with them.
Hi, this is Madame Schneider. She teaches French at Shady Side Academy, and in addition to teaching, she loves yoga.
Now, do you ever combine the two? French yoga, is there such a thing?
There certainly is.
Is there really? I didn't know.
But I won't demonstrate right now.
Tell me a little bit, though. When you think about teaching foreign languages, we hear so much about the arts and languages and things like that being cut. Why is it so important? Why do they continue to support it at Shady Side, for instance?
World language is important in today's global society. I mean, we are no longer isolated. We have to be able to communicate with every single country in the world.
And that's one way that we can do it, is by learning their languages, not demanding that they learn ours. All right, very good. Thank you, Heather. We appreciate it. Next up is Knoch High School. Let's find out who has come here from Knoch to support their team.
This is Mrs. Lentz. She teaches AP and Academic English 12. She's the co-advisor to the Reading Club and the advisor to the Academic Challenge team. Now,
I always talk at the end of the game that you got a little extra time, pick up a book or a magazine and read. Were you a voracious reader as a youngster, or did that start later in life for you?
No, I've always been a reader.
Why is that? Was it a teacher along the way? Was it your parents? Who instilled that in you?
I was certainly teachers along the way, but my dad was a big reader, and he was always taking me to the library, and that was one of our things to do together.
Now, what do the kids say when you say, I want you to read chapters 4, 5, and 6 by next Tuesday? Do you get the grumbles, or the kids? Yeah, right. You do get a few eye rolls, you're saying? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate what you do. Knoch right now is leading the way with 240 points, 210 on the score sheet for Shady Side Academy, and Mars right there as well with 190. In this next round, the teams will be working together. Shady Side, we're going to ask you to do the choosing. Will it be packet 1, 2, or 3, guys, for Knoch High School? What do you think?
3.
3 it is. Okay, here we go. Here's packet number 3. Again, this is just for Knoch. They'll be working together. Any team that goes a perfect 8 for 8 in these rounds does receive 25 bonus points, and it could be all 3 teams. Knoch, you ready? Here we go. Here's question number 1. On October 16th, 1793, the guillotine claimed one of its most famous victims, a French queen with a 2-word name.
Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette is correct, and we're off and rolling in the round. Constitutional scholars in Wisconsin might note with pride that their state capital is named for what father of the Constitution?
James Madison.
James Madison, Madison, Wisconsin, correct. The physicist Glenn Seaborg discovered several elements, including what dangerous element with the unpleasant symbol Pu?
Plutonium.
Never been close enough to know whether it stinks, but yes, you are correct. Next up is science. Take a look. You have multiple choice options on your screen. Which of these causes the so-called bleeding effect when writing with ink on newspaper?
Capillary action.
It's a capillary action, correct. You're halfway to the bonus. To get material for Origin of Species, Charles Darwin sailed on what British ship named for a breed of dog?
The Beagle.
Yes, it was the HMS Beagle, correct. And So It Goes. That's the title of a biography of an American author who went on to popular acclaim with works like Slaughterhouse-Five and Cat's Cradle.
Kurt Vonnegut.
Kurt Vonnegut is absolutely right. Take a look on your monitor, because this is a math problem for you. Which of the numbers is evenly divisible by 12? Which one is it?
12,168.
That is absolutely correct. Right there in the middle, you're 7 for 7, and you have a chance for the bonus if you get this right. Saying that the man had died as a martyr of his faith. The Russian voted in the year 2000 to canonize what last Tsar of Russia?
Nicholas II.
It was Nicholas II. Absolutely well done for Knoch as they go 8 for 8 in the round. They get the 25 bonus points to go along with the points they earned. So next we're going to ask Mars. Mars, you can be choosing. What will it be, 1 or 2 that goes to Shady side?
2.
Okay, here we go. This is the advantage round right now. That means envelope number 1 will go to Mars in just a moment. Shady side, gentlemen, here we go. Question number 1. In 2005, astronomers discovered a massive line of stars at the center of what galaxy that contains our solar system?
The Milky Way?
Milky Way is right. The metal that made people rich in Leadville, Colorado was not lead, but a precious metal whose chemical symbol is Ag.
Silver?
Silver, correct. Among the largest mass gatherings in the world, a Hindu festival where believers take a ritual bath in what sacred river of India?
The Ganges?
The Ganges River. Now science for you, multiple choices it will be for all the teams. Which of the terms on your screen names the process by which small hydrocarbon molecules join together to form heavier ones under the influence of heat and catalysts?
Polymerization?
That is absolutely correct. Halfway to the bonus is your 4 for 4. The English monarchs, William and Mary, reduced to just William in 1694 when Mary died of what disease, for which Edward Jenner later developed a vaccine?
Smallpox.
Smallpox, that is correct. Although the song Hail to the Chief is associated with the American president, its lyrics were written by what British author who also wrote Ivanhoe? What do you think?
Woodhouse?
Sir Walter Scott is the one who wrote it. Math for you right now. Take a look at your monitor, please. What is the area of the triangle? I'll tell you that x equals 20.
400?
400, that is correct. And now the final question in the round. Samuel Eliot Morison wrote a biography of what other Samuel, the French explorer, whose name is given to a large lake between New York and Vermont?
Champlain?
That is absolutely correct. 7 out of 8 in the round. Very well done for Shady side. Up to 350 points in our game. Right now, they are in second place as the final packet will be going to Mars. Here we go. 8 questions for you. Again, the bonus is available if you go 8 for 8. Each year, Americans eat about 7 billion hot dogs between Memorial Day and what holiday on the first Monday in September?
Labor Day.
Correct. Our sun is light years away from its nearest celestial neighbor, whose name refers to what mythical creature, half man, half horse?
Centaur.
Centaur is absolutely right. Our first state university was chartered in 1785. In what state that had been the southernmost of the original 13 colonies?
North Carolina.
Actually, Georgia, farther south, originally was a debtor's colony. Science for you right now. Take a look at your multiple choice options. Which of the terms on your screen refers to a plant which can live in soil with a high concentration of salt?
Halophyte.
That is absolutely right. Question number 5 out of 8. Virginia Dare, the born of English parents in the New World, lived in what lost colony that disappeared without a trace in 1591?
Roanoke.
Roanoke is correct. English poet Edward Fitzgerald became famous for his translation of what poetic work by Omar Khayyam? What do you think it was?
Oh, we don't know.
It's called the Rubaiyat. The Rubaiyat. Math for you. Take a look right now. X equals 5. So what is the value of the reciprocal of this equation?
25.
25 is correct. And now we have one more question, and that is the treaty that ended the War of 1812 was signed in and named for what European city, now the third largest in Belgium?
Ghent.
Ghent is absolutely correct. G-H-E-N-T, the spelling. They got it right. They go 7 for 8 in the round 2. So a lot of right answers continue to be posted on the board here on Hometown High Q. We still have another round to go to find out who's moving on to the championship, so keep it right here on KDKA.
Westfield Insurance Hometown High Q is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. Sharing knowledge, building trust.